Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' It's D. About to react to this vid by Plackback. It's titled, Not Tonight. Fat woman gets denied from the club. Ouch. Let's see what's going on and what they gotta say. Let's watch.
I got invited to Highlight Room last night for my friend's birthday. It was a group of like 15 girls. I was definitely the biggest in the group, waiting in line to meet up with the promoter. I ran into Ella. It was like amazing. We're gonna have so much fun up there. So the promoter starts letting in the whole group of girls, and right when it gets to me at the front, the bouncer puts the rope in front, looks me up and down and says, "Yeah, not tonight." I wanted to make sure he wasn't confused and he knew that I was a part of the group that he was letting in. So I let him know, and he looked me up and down one more time and said, "Yeah, not tonight." And at that point, it was extremely apparent what was going on and that I was being discriminated against because of the size of my body.
So then I'm confused. I'm like, what's going on? Let me talk to him. So we switch spots. I go to the front. I'm like, "Hi, sir, it's just us four. Like, what's going on?" Like, super calm. And he's like, looked at me up and down. I was like, "Not tonight." And I was like, "What do you mean not tonight? I'm so confused. Like, I was just here for dinner before that. Like, wait, what are you talking about?" Wouldn't give us an answer. We didn't know why. And to be honest with you, we're tired of playing safe and we're tired of just letting this happen and not speaking up about it. This has personally happened to me 3 other times. I know this has happened to her before and a lot of our girlfriends as well. And it is not okay. And we're not doing this because we're complaining we can't get into Highlight Room. We don't care. It's for that girl or that person that's bigger who does not have a voice and doesn't have a following and doesn't have the connects or model friends or is a model or like we understand we're privileged, but that's not to say that this is okay.
Ah, brother. Where do you even start with something like this, myself? Is it women complaining about being discriminated against at clubs?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Don't make this a
They
woman
get
thing.
like red carpet treatment.
The level
Are you out of your mind?
The level of entitlement.
Oh my God.
And you don't even realize what you're saying. That's the funny part.
Right, if you were a guy, unless you're pulling up with other women or paying to get your way in, you are not getting into that spot. Either that, or you have a nice face card, you're some celebrity, or you have a connection in that club. You're not getting in. This is like the reality for all guys.
All guys.
And you don't see guys complaining about it on. You just accept it. Like,
No,
fuck it.
no,
I'm just being a dickhead today, man. Fuck it.
Let's be clear. She again specifically said,
I got invited.
I don't want this to be made about gender. I hope they don't focus on that because that's irrelevant.
The Highlight Room last night for my friend's birthday. It was a group of like 15 girls.
meaning that they're not paying to get in. They're not paying at all. Now, I made that assumption based off of the story she told. I did a little research, dog.
Okay.
I checked up on it myself and went to the highlightroom.com, looked at their website, and no, there's no general admission. Matter of fact, this is a place not only where it says no general admissions, the only way that you can get in is if you buy a table. Guess how much your tables are, bro?
Is it in LA?
Yeah, LA. The small ones.
Probably 1,500.
1,500?
Yeah.
Spot on the nose. What the hell is going on?
Unless I know the person running the party,
Yeah.
or I'm like friends with the DJ that night, or
You gotta pay,
not even just pay. They might not let you in even if you pay.
which is crazy.
So like you have to be connected to get in, and on top of that, you probably still have to pay. And the people I'm with, they're all gonna know them as well.
Fact.
So like as a guy, I barely go outside, but when I do, I already expect.
I mean, I guess you could kind of bring gender into it, but not in a bitter way.
I just get surprised. Like, oh, that was pleasant.
Part of me felt sorry for her slightly in the beginning, but then I realized that she's complaining about not getting in for free to a place where other people are paying to get in.
But you have to think, look, why is she not getting in?
Oh, right, because she's fat.
No, well, yeah, but it's because the bouncer has decided to his own discretion that she is not attractive enough to convince guys to come in to spend money.
But that's when I started really piecing together. The reason why you're not coming in is because you really and truly don't spend money at the club. The men who reserve the tables and buy the drinks are the ones who are spending the money. So the only way that you can get in is if you're attractive enough to bring in those men. If you're not that attractive or you're not deemed the bouncer attractive, then you're not going to be in. And again, we're complaining about you not getting in for free when men are paying, not only paying so much so that they're practically covering you to come in for free as well. That's where I'm lost. You lost me. Also, this it benefits everyone. The men, they now know because the promoter's going to bring attractive women there. Hey, I'm going to spend the money because attractive women are going to be there. Or when it comes to women, you know for a fact when you go into these clubs, these are men who have spendable income. They have money that they're going to be able to push in people that you more than likely will like to interact with because they have money. We know this because when you go to these clubs, you all get free drinks on top of that, either from the club or the men that are providing you free drinks. However, once more, you're not complaining about that, bro. And we know this to be the case. She made a video about it, man.
Just to ask random men and
Just ask
Girl, alright, you lost me. I was
That's not even how I see it.
okay. I was kind of feeling bad for her, even though I have some things to say about this at the end of the video. But I was still feeling bad for them until I just saw that. Like, girl.
Most of the time, they just see a drinks on the table and they don't ask. They just take it.
Yeah.
And like you, in your head, you're not gonna make an issue out of it. Some people do, but like if you're spending money at the club, you probably don't give a fuck about your money anyway. So you don't say anything.
Yeah. So again, let's be clear. Y'all are complaining about something in which you all reap the benefits of to the tune so much so when you get into places not only for free, but then when you get into the places, you are provided free things. Even though on the other end, men are paying an absurd amount of money just to get the exact same experiences that you all are getting. However, this then continued to expand. And not only they continue to talk about it, but news coverage started picking up, man. It's a real story.
Hey guys, me and Ella just wanted to come on here and give you guys a couple updates. We posted an update video on her page, but I just wanted to make sure that my followers were seeing it as well. So far, we've been extremely disappointed in how Highlight Room is handling all of this, especially with all of the attention, the thousands of comments they're getting. The reviews have plummeted. So many women are coming forward with all of their stories, and it's just been so disappointing to see how they're handling it. It makes me feel like they're not taking us seriously.
They're not.
Hey, she's gonna take all the clubs in LA. Because she's not, there's gonna be some clubs that just won't let her in because of the way she looks.
Facts.
And that's light for everybody else, but for her, yo, bro, isn't that so crazy?
They're so far removed.
That has nothing to do with me. Go ahead, do your thing. But that's fucked up, though. That's someone's business. There's people employed there that rely on that income. There's people that actually enjoy going there. Bro, when you go to a club, you think two things, bro. The music is good, the music is ass, the girls are fine, the girls are mid. You think one of those two things, bro. So if the girls are mid and the music is ass, you're not pulling up. The music's nice, but the girls are mid, you might pull up. Like, it's just like...
And even, the dynamic of the club, the reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to attract the men who are willing to spend money. If it's just a bunch of women showing up who aren't spending money, then what exactly are we even doing?
You know why I'm not mad at it? Because, man, I've dealt with some fuck bouncers in the past.
No, for sure.
Shit. So,
I get that as well, because I've also, in Atlanta, what's crazy is, especially because y'all talking about discriminating, bro, it's just culture for men to just spend more money to just get in and do anything, right? So I've been in lines, even in my small amount of time going out clubbing and shit like that, going to lounges, bro, I've been in lines where I've visibly seen women get in for as little to no money, and I get there, and the nigga hit me with the 35. I'm like, nigga, what?
They don't pay, bro.
35.
What? 35?
Yeah.
I just paid 25 to park. Now you charge me 35 to get in. Then when I get in, bro, every woman sitting there wants a drink or they want some form of attention to prove that you got the money to spend, bro. That's just how men's experiences are in general. So you complaining about not getting in for free is crazy.
It's just to me, it's a little bit like satisfying to see her deal with like the reality for guys just once, just like guys, and see them just look you up and down, decide off the rip whether or not they think you can spend money or they think you're gonna be good for the club, and be like, nah.
Get over it. You'll never make a change. This is how it's always been. NBC interviews us. Yahoo picks it up. Countless women come forward with similar stories. The Highlight Room has yet to apologize. They told the NBC reporter that they're actively engaged with me and Alexa to make this right, and that they're always open for feedback, which is ironic considering their Instagram comments are now disabled, the Tao industry group comments are disabled, and their Yelp reviews are disabled. But you guys are going so hard for us, hashtag not tonight. The Yelp reviews started flooding in. Y'all went so hard. I mean, beautiful. Now you can't leave anymore because they're under investigation by Yelp because they had way too many reviews. What I do find interesting, though, is that their Google review score has gone up overnight somehow, and magically all of the recent reviews of 1 stars have been disappeared, and now here are the newest reviews, all 4 or 5 stars, so something is not adding.
Well, the reason why that happens is because when you get a bunch of
spam
reviews at one time, they view it as spam.
You know what's fascinating about this, Marcel, is that men
and that fake reviews
without women. and women can't go to the club without men. So both need each other, right?
But just accept that dynamic, though. Just accept the dynamic. That's all. To be honest with you,
or don't go.
Or just don't go.
I just don't go because that shit is lame to me.
But we always say, that's what I'm saying. The problem that I have with them is that they don't mind participating in the bullshit all the time. Y'all participate in this all the time. And when it comes to the double standards that benefit you all, the preferential treatment that benefits you,
don't say shit
you don't say nothing about it. You're fucking quiet. You just go in the club for free, keep it pushing, let people buy you drinks, have a good time on zero dime. There's never once in your life where you sat there and said, man, today I'm fighting for equality. Men can't get in for free. Why am I getting in? You don't do that. You only stop and say something when it affects you. So this whole outrage is not genuine. It's nothing but bullshit. That's really what it is.
I think bouncers need training, maybe sensitivity training.
Girl.
Bouncers need sensitivity training, bro. Please stop, bro. Y'all are making no big deal. There's a bunch of women coming out saying basically the exact same story. This is like when politicians, they want to like fix the problem while not addressing the actual system that is set in place that is the real problem. That's what it is. It's like when politicians want to like deal with like capitalistic problems, but not deal with capitalism itself. Or this is like when people would be like, you know what? Or back in the day when like discrimination that is peak with like Jim Crow and all that other stuff, and they were like, you know what? We'll let y'all ride on the bus, man. And they get on the bus, but you gotta sit in the back. Don't sit this shit in the back. It's like you're not even acknowledging the actual racism that is occurring, but you're just okay with the idea of getting in the bus, but still not addressing the actual problem. What the actual problem is that you are all playing the game. You're playing the game. And you have no problem with playing the game when you benefit from playing that game. As soon as it doesn't work for you, now all of a sudden, you want to fix not the entire thing, but just the one thing that you no longer are benefiting from. That's the only thing you want to fix.
Yeah.
That's it. All the other men that you walked by to get into the club for free, you had no problem with walking by those men. All of them, you had no problem. The men that paid hundreds upon thousands of dollars to get in the club and get the seats, you had no problem with that either. And then when you got to the bar and those men were buying you drinks, you just picking up drinks willy-nilly without paying anything, you had no, and lying to those men that she openly admitted, you had no problem with it. But as soon as the man at the bouncer said you're too fat to get in, now all of a sudden, oh my God, oh, this is so traumatic, oh my God, unfair. But shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the world the rest of us live in.
Facts.
This shit ain't pretty all the time, but it's nice though if you get comfortable. Let us know how y'all.
I mean, I agree with them to a certain extent. I do acknowledge the validity in what they're saying, but I just get tired of this whole man versus woman conversation. The gender war is just so fucking tiring at this point. So I'm like, oh, do we have to bring it into everything? But I mean, what they're saying is valid. But I think the real thing that we need to focus on is the fact that they are not obligated to be let in clubs. Clubs are a very different type of business. They are very shallow. So they do not have to let you in if they don't feel like you meet the standard of their club. If you're not fitting the look that they are going for, they won't let you in. And that's just what it is. I get so annoyed with people who move here, and I've complained about this so many times. People move to LA and they're attracted to this whole glitz and glam lifestyle and money, cars, celebrities, entertainment. You're attracted to this very superficial lifestyle. But when you hang out in Hollywood amongst all these superficial people in this superficial environment, you get surprised when it's superficial. Like, what are we talking about? Don't go there. If that's the case. Like, this is a very common thing that occurs in Hollywood, and it is what it is. I've got discriminated against going to a club in Hollywood, not because of how I look, but because of my race. This wasn't that long ago either. This was like right before the pandemic, so probably like 2019. Me and my homegirls put up to this club in Hollywood looking fucking snatched, okay? We looked good, titties out, tight dresses, makeup, beat, all that. We get to the front of the line, and they're like, $20. And we're like, okay, because we just saw them let in several white girls for free. Didn't charge them nothing, just let them walk right on in. And when they got to us, it was like $20. So we like, all right, we paid. We got in the fucking club. It was primarily white. It was a massive club. We were probably like 3 of maybe 10 black people in the entire club. They were playing techno music, all that. So we were like, all right, this makes sense. That's why they made us pay. Like, I didn't go home and rant about it and get mad, like, how dare they? Because I understand that's the nature of the business. We didn't fit the look that they typically go for, that, you know, their customers are attracted to. So it is what it is. They made us pay. You know, they didn't outright decline us. They could have, but they let us pay. They're like, all right, y'all can get in if y'all pay $20. And we paid. Shit was trash. We stayed there maybe an hour and we dipped. But I just never went back to that club. I'm not going to sit there and cry about it when I understand the shallowness of that particular type of business. That's kind of similar to going to a music video shoot and being overweight and getting upset because they don't want to cast you in the video. You can't be like, oh, how dare you not let me shake my ass in this video? you picking all these skinny girls and these girls who are in shape. It's like, yeah, that's the shallowness of it all. That's the nature of this business. How can you get upset by that? That doesn't make any sense. This isn't Starbucks. This isn't, you know, a restaurant or a clothing store where you have certain customer, you know, norms where they let anybody in. They're accepting of everybody. It's not that type of environment. Quick correction. The Highlight Room is technically a restaurant and bar, but it operates very much so like a club. Like, this is a pool party that was had at the Highlight Room. So a lot of establishments here in LA will be called a grill or a bar, but it's really a club in disguise. So although they are technically a restaurant, they serve food, it still has that club environment. It's a simple fix. All you have to do is go somewhere else where you are accepted. LA County is fucking massive. There are over 10 million people here. You don't have to flock to Hollywood, the most shallow area in all of LA. You don't have to do that. That doesn't make any sense when they don't cater to people who look like you. And yes, it's fucked up. I want to feel bad for them because it's not right to be discriminated against based on how you look. It is wrong, but that is the nature of our world. It's a lot of shit that's fucked up. It's a lot of shit that is wrong. But what is the point of trying to squeeze yourself into those spaces that are very shallow and then getting upset because they don't want to let you in? You don't have to be a part of those spaces. And in the beginning, she was like, oh, I'm just speaking out, you know, for other people because I don't care. I don't care about that club. I don't care that I can't get in. You clearly do because you made this whole thing. Like, you made this a whole thing. Fucking news articles and complaining to people online about it and just making this a huge ordeal when you could just go somewhere else and not support them. But trying to get them shut down because they are catering to their customers, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't agree with that personally. LA is such a toss-up. Sometimes I get into places for free and sometimes I don't. You know, I've never been declined getting into places, but I am used to getting in clubs for free most times. So when I do have to pay, it's like, oh, okay, you know, it is what it is. Maybe I don't fit their demographic, or maybe, you know, they need money for the night, whatever. I'm not gonna bitch and complain about it. This is a shallow ass business. Like, what are we talking about? So, I mean, I feel bad for them on one end, but on the other end, it's like, girl, you know what the fuck this is. Stop. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.